We just used him for a voice. He came over the house, like pre-Scoop. That was before Scoop, right?
I think
it was.
Yeah.
Okay,
That
so
was like when
Thank
before Be
you
Faithful.
for letting me know. Yeah, no, Be Faithful was not the first Scoop record. Hands Up.
Yeah, hands up.
With
right.
the
Yeah,
Busta
yeah,
Rhymes
you're
beat.
right.
It was
Yeah,
the
yeah.
first Scoop record.
That's right. Yeah.
With
Yeah.
put your hands on my
And then the second
Yeah.
Scoop record was Where You At? Oh my wild motherfuckers, where you at? Where
Wow,
you
man.
at? Into been in it. Right? So
Yeah,
it's Muddy Power Respect. So that was the second one. Then Be Faithful was the third Scoop record.
Okay, so how did you guys hook up on Fatman Scoop?
Fatman Scoop came to us because he heard the Franklins. The Franklins and Flex was just bumping us and bumping us and bumping us and bumping us.
Can you explain? Because when I was growing up, I would see Fatman Scoop on Tommy Boy record ads on the back of the Source. Yeah.
All right.
I always wanted to know who the fuck is Fatman Scoop? What did he do? I don't know what he did.
Fatman Scoop is a record promoter from Tommy Boy.
Yeah, okay.
He was just a record promoter. The guy you go see to get your free vinyl.
Yeah.
He was a record promoter.
Okay.
For Tommy Boy. And he started doing the overnight on Hot 97. So he was the midnight to 5 a.m. guy, and then the morning crew would come in.
Because I remember him on the back of the Source, like playing basketball, Tommy Boy, and I was like, yo, that's the Tommy Boy guy. When I was young.
Playing basketball?
Well, he was
like 500 pounds, bro.
Yeah, no, but it was a joke, like on Tommy Boy Records.
Definitely a joke. Had to be a fucking joke.
But I remember him on the back of the Source and being Tommy Boy and be like, who the fuck is that? And then we would start hearing about him.
Yeah, he came to us. He's from the Bronx, right? He came to us, because of Flex pretty much, because he was always in the studio when Flex was killing out his show, and he would hear our records, and he's like, yo. He reached out to Riz. He got Riz's number somehow, reached out to Riz, and was like, yo, I need you guys to help me make a record like these records you're making. I'm going to come and meet you guys, all right? So Riz was like, yo, I got this, the Hot 97 guy overnight.
Yeah.
And he showed me his voice on the radio, and I was like, yeah, he sounds good. Let's see what he's got. So he came over my house, and everything happened in my house all the time. I wish I brought the pictures. You would love the pictures, bro. Yeah, I'm like...
Send us the pictures.
I'm 80 pounds soaking wet, bro. I'm pale white as a fucking ghost, and like I got dirty hair and shit, and Scoops on the mic. They're crazy pictures. But he came, met us in front of my house, and he brought a dad with him. So I'm like, okay, let's go upstairs and listen. So we go upstairs, and it's his demo. It's his demo pre-Crooklyn Clan. I would pay $10,000 for that demo right now. So you can hear what he was doing before he met us. But I don't have it no more.
Was he rapping?
I don't even know what that was. That's what I honestly, and my memory's bad, but I ain't forget that. Trust me. It was like some Chub Rock, treat him right type shit that he was trying to do, but in the new era. You know what I'm saying? So like when no one wanted it anymore.
And you were like, you're not feeling
I was
this.
like, no,
shit.
we can't do that with you. Right away. It was Riz, too. Riz knew right away. He was like, nah, we're not going to do that with him. Let's use him for chance. The same way we did with everyone else. We already had the formula. The formula was inked. We just knew how to do it. No matter what we got in terms of vocals, we can turn it into a hit.
So you guys wrote.
At that point.
You guys basically wrote
with him. We wrote with him.
We wrote with him. Be faithful. What he was gonna say. How he was gonna say it, all that shit.
A combination. But we wrote some. Then he went and filled in the rest when it needed to be filled in. Like there were parts where the chants were done. And then there were emptiness. So we did all this chants, and then in the emptiness, like, yeah, baby, Fatman Scoop, Crooklyn, this is how it goes down, enough. He did that, and he made up some of the phrases that he did, and we wrote some of the phrases also. So it was just a combined, and I'm going to say this for the record, okay? Yeah. The Fatman Scoop entire, what he is, it was a 3-man effort. It wasn't a 2-man effort, me and Riz. It wasn't a 1-man effort, Fatman Scoop. It was a 3-man effort, Riz, Sizzahandz, Scoop. That's the way it went.
Yeah.
He was like family to me. He used to come over my house and hug and kiss my mother. You know what I'm saying? This guy was family. He was family to us. So we made Hands Up. And we got test presses. We brought it to AV8. They loved it. Mark Petricone was like, oh my God, this guy's amazing. He sounds great. And Hands Up was a killer. It was so good in the clubs. We went, we hit Fat Joe was having a party in the second floor of I think it was what was the exit before it was exit?
Carbon.
Carbon.
Oh,
There you go. You got
Oh,
it.
Carbon.
I was doing the rooftop. Ted the Dillinger was mixing in the second floor. You remember Ted?
Yeah, I remember Ted.
Right? Second floor, and Boris, the house guy, was
Yeah.
doing the main floor.
Yeah.
And Fat Joe was having a party in Ted the Dillinger's room.
Yeah.
I walked into the room. Boop. Ted the Dillinger is the first DJ in the world to play a Fatman Scoop vinyl with Crooklyn Clan.
Wow.
So we gave him the first test presses. Boom, and he hit it like 6 times. It's like, oh my God. People were like, because it had the Buster, but
Yeah.
it didn't have Buster.
Right.
It just had him for a minute,
that
and then he
beat.
was gone.
Yeah.
So everybody's like, oh man, that's dope. That's dope. You just saw the room starting to light up. It started getting lit, and we were like, oh, this is fucking awesome, man. We are going to blow up with this guy. And it was only 2 records later, and there came fucking Be Faithful. It was amazing. That's
crazy.
But it started with Hands Up, you know? It was like, that was the tester. If you listen to that record, you could hear errors in production. Like millisecond late sample triggering and stuff like that. So much like authenticity, like
Yeah.
grassroots production in there of just like learning on the fly type shit. It was amazing, man. It was really an amazing time.
But that's like analog hip hop, man.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
The,
Like, yeah.
the very, very early days of the digital switch over.
Yeah. Damn, that's fucking
That's
crazy.
crazy. Yeah.
So then, when you did Be Faithful, well, like after you did Hands Up,
We did Where You At, which was also very good. It
That was
worked
a-
out well. It was a solid club record.
did you know Be Faithful was gonna be
Honestly,
as big as it was? Pause.
I knew it was going to be. You don't have to pause that. It's
I have to pause.
you can't get rid of that, can you?
I can't.
You've had that since New York, right?
Well, since I was in Spanish Harlem, man. Since they
I know, pause
These
is
Harlem
hard.
dudes.
If I'm ever, God forbid, a little bad kitchen talk comes out, I'm like, oh shit, pause. Or, whoa.
If you're
I
around,
do it too. I
If you're
do it
around
too.
Harlem cats too, it's like it just gets burned in your brain.
I believe.
Yeah.
I believe. So Be Faithful was an anomaly, clearly.
Yeah.
You don't see a beef. Like, we've tried to duplicate it.
Is it like Diamond?
Oh, it's I don't even know what it is because it got licensed so many times by so many different companies, and so it's a jock jam, bro.
Yeah.
Be Faithful is a motherfucking jock jam. It still works in the clubs. You'll hear it at every wedding, barbecues, festivals. Fucking Skrillex brought it back crazy that time. He put it on. I had a video of Skrillex playing it, and a sea of motherfuckers losing it, screaming, going crazy. It just makes my hair stand up on my body because I'm amazed at the longevity of the track.
Yeah, they
like the
crushed
Be
those.
Faithful song wasn't even all.
Nah.
I mean, she must be fucking thanking us. You know what I mean? She must be. Faith must be. I love Crooklyn Clan.
It was a
you
solid single, but it wasn't like.
But you know when Faith Evans performs, she starts it with the Be
Of
Faithful.
course she
Yeah.
does. When
She
Diddy,
does too.
when Diddy performs,
Does
he
she really?
used the Franklins. No way. They all use my shit.
That's crazy.
All
So like,
of them.
I've seen Faith Evans a couple times on the Bad Boy tour, and I saw her somewhere else, and she starts with the Be Faithful.
I'm not mad at
bass
her.
drop, and then as soon as the chorus comes in, she just starts
does her
singing
thing.
the song.
I am
Amazing.
not mad at her because we did not ask for permission.
Well,
So-
and, and like you said, Ed, it says it crossed over. Like, you got Skrillex on it. I mean, when I was still in Atlantic City, every time we'd have like Laid Back Luke, who was real hot at the time.
I love Laid Back
And
Luke.
he would always drop Be Faithful.
Yeah,
and it got
Luke's
so much
a G.
support of multi-genre DJs. You know what I mean? It was just one of those. It's one of those records that comes along.
It's a
that
pop
just-
record.
Yeah.
It's a pop.
It's
a
still
pop
classic, though.
party
It's still
record.
classic.
It still
yeah.
rocks.
and it will still get you out of a rough
Yeah.
spot in the
Huge.
DJ
It's
night.
pop-
If
yeah,
you
it
drop
will.
that, it will get you.
Crooked don't know what a rough spot is DJing because he kills it from the beginning to the end. Right?
Nah.
Ain't that right, Crooked?
Yep.
Everyone here,
Ain't that right, Crooklyn?
Everyone here is Crooklyn.
Nev, I'm dying to hear you spin, man. I hope you invite me out soon.
Yeah,
was
come
dope.
on.
Yeah.
Yeah, come on.
I have a
I
question.
only hear good things about you, man. I haven't been to a party yet. I can't wait. Can't wait.
We'll go out this week.
I have a question. What was the mastermind behind if you have $100 in your pocket, put your hands up, single ladies, all the chant on that Be Faithful? What was the mastermind behind that? Like what?
We just sat down and put it together. There wasn't even a mastermind. It was like, does this sound good? What do you think of this? Will this work? Will that work? It was a combined effort. The whole entire structuring of that record was a combined effort.
Did you
pretty
write
much.
any shit that
A
didn't
lot
work?
a lot of it.
That didn't work?
Yeah, tons of it.
Like what? Like
Tons.
what was the
How
worst
many-
shit? Yeah, I know
There
you got to
was
remember
so,
one of them.
It's you see how bad my memory is, bro.
You can't think of like one thing.
It's been a rough ride. Like you're looking for like a blooper from Be Faithful, pretty much.
Yeah. Oh my God! Can you imagine the
How many demos
the
was there
first
before you did the
draft of
final?
Be Faithful?
There were no demos. I gotta be honest with you.
All my ladies with my real hair, all that shit.
So in the
Real hair.
the process of producing those records was, okay, Scoop, say this 4 times, say that 4 times, say that 4 times, say that 4 times, say that 4 times.
Yeah.
He didn't sequence it. He didn't put it together.
It was live.
He just no. He just said it 4 times and then left. And then me and Riz took the best out of the 4, and then we put it together the best way we felt like it went. That's how we made.
You
so
did
each
some
phrase-
RZA shit.
Wow.
We did. We. That's how we made every song.
You did some RZA like Wu-Tang.
I didn't
RZA
know they
shit.
did that with vocals, but yeah, that's how we.
That's
put
how,
every
yeah.
record, Ace, Scoop, Sticky in the Hoods. We did
Sticky
niggas
in
in the
the
front
Hoods.
where you
Oh
had
my
say,
God.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
We made that too. That's all the same formula, our formula. We say this, say that. He'll write some, we'll write some. It'll all be, and just we have this big. I got some from Little John in the crib right now. I was just on the phone with him yesterday. I'm making a Little John track right
wow,
now.
man.
So yeah, he gives
call
me
it a comeback.
Gives me chance. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how we do it. That's just the way we do it. We can't sit there and let you sing a song on the microphone, or it's going to be missing that appeal. There's this kind of sampley appeal that we
yeah.
had.
You gotta loop
I
it,
think
yeah.
you know what I mean.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Like DJs get it. They
It
know what I
worked,
mean.
yeah.
It just feels like it's not a real vocal record, and you want to kind of have that feeling from.
Hey, you
Party
want it to
Break,
sound the
you know?
same as it
Right,
repeats every time.
right?
every time,
And then
yeah.
and you even want that sampley kind of feeling,
Right.
Like when you're going hands up, hand. I mean, that's what we wanted back then. It's just it's 2018 now. Everything is so different.
Yeah.
But,
So you said Riz he kind of like knew when shit was gonna be hot. Did he
Yeah.
know it with that break, or was it just?
Be Faithful was an anomaly. Like I said, we made it. I think, to be honest with you, it was Scoop's idea to use Faith Evans, because Scoop, he's a soulful dude. He's got like a very, and it seems like something he would want to use. And then we both agreed. I'm pretty sure that was how that went. I mean, I can't be coined because my memory is really shot, but I think that's how.
But it was
got.
brilliant putting like the Queen Pen with that shit.
Yeah.
That was fucking
just-
brilliant, yo.
Yeah, how did that come
That's
about?
right.
Too? Like the second part of the engine.
Because that
engine
was
on
the best
wall.
part of the Queen Pen song.
You know how much money that part cost us?
How
Which
much?
part?
Party ain't a party is a
Oh,
party.
right. Yeah,
Dun,
right.
dun, 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 dun.
Up in the fire sample.
Yeah,
Well,
on your
that
face.
was the
yeah.
that was the intermissions. The din, 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 din. That's how
But
we
you
get
also
from one-
used
one part to
used
another.
another Queen Pen record, the beginning of Man Behind the Music. Ding 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 ding.
Oh,
Do where my dog's at. That was a prank call. You used another piece of Queen.
Yeah, where my
Ding 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 ding.
Yeah.
How much
And then
did that? How much did that one part cost? The engine on the
It
wall.
was retarded. How much it costed us? What I mean by the fact that dude didn't want to let us use. Like, Be Faithful.
Drez?
Be Faithful. I don't know who
Black
it was.
Sheep?
Somebody
Yeah, Black
from
Sheep.
Black Sheep just killed a movie deal for us last year. We got a movie deal for Office Party. You ever see that?
Yeah,
That was some whack ass cheesy movie anyway. Thank you. I don't give a fuck, but it was a good payday for us. They wanted Be Faithful for the movie, and
And he would have gotten paid too, right?
yeah, but I guess he wasn't happy with the percentage that he was going to get paid. So, or he made
Didn't they use on Let Me Clear My Throat instead?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
Because it was one guy and one beat.
Yeah.
And that was it. They had to worry about, see, when Be Faithful comes in the mix, you got to take care of a couple of people on that. So, while I don't mind taking a thinner check on it, it was still a $20,000 check for me because it was going to be a nice payday.
Right.
Check.
For them to use. That's a pretty good check.
That's
Man,
a
I'll
really
come
good
right
check.
to your,
That's a
I'll come to
great
your
check.
clothing store with that check, baby. $35 a t-shirt. I'm going to need that.
What about the other movie? Like, what was it? Dance the Night or something? Like, what
Oh
was
yeah,
it?
Save the Last
Save the
Dance.
Last Dance,
We're
yeah.
in that movie too.
Yeah.
We made good money on that.
Well, I was
get an
wondering.
ASCAP check 4 times a year, and it's nice, and that's really because of the movie and Be Faithful. Like the movies, Save the Last Dance was a good,
Yeah, that was a hit.
good movie.
But you didn't really, you didn't know that Be Faithful was gonna be the mega hit that it was until like the later years when you're like, yo, this shit is still working.
No, we knew it was the biggest. We knew it was the biggest record we ever made right away because of Flex's reaction to
Really?
it. Flex dictates hip hop. Whether you want to accept that or not, in New York City and across the Eastern Seaboard, that motherfucker is the boss. So if he plays it and he likes it, it blows up.
We all knew it was a monster. We needed to play it every night. But I don't think we really realized it till maybe like towards the late 2000s. We're like, yo, this shit is still working. Yo,
I snap out from it.
It like transcends generations.
And then,
like
like,
people that
and
have
then-
no idea
yeah.
who Faith Evans is knows Be Faithful.
And then when we started hitting like the 010s, we're like, yo, we're still playing this shit.
I was saying to Darren, it's like the biggest DJ record there is.
It might be one of them for sure.
No, it's probably the
It's
best.
top
We're still
five.
playing that shit. We're still playing.
What
still
other
playing, man.
record are you playing?
Franklin's, I'm still playing.
You still play Franklin. Don't tell me you don't play Thug Anthem. I made that.
You guys
Oh,
didn't do Evidence though, right?
yeah, we did.
You did do Evidence.
Yeah, we did.
The
We,
la,
Cypher
la,
Sounds did
la.
it. Cypher Sounds did it originally, and then
Shouts to
we did
Cypher.
it. We did it with Fatman Scoop.
I got a story for Thug 2000. Viz gave me the
Right Brother Pressing.
exactly yeah.
We left Mark. We wanted to teach him a lesson.
That's right. Yeah, there
And
was
we
a double.
taught
Yeah,
him.
'cause he-
We taught him some fucking lesson. Let me tell you.
I bumped into Viz at a nightclub. I think it was Shine, and he was like, "Yo, I got this new record. I want to give you a copy." And I'm like, "Bet." And it was Thug 2000, and I was like, "Damn,
This is hard, right?
I was like,
I
oh,
love
shit,
that
man.
record. I love that record.
yeah,
It just jumps off so hard when it hits. Spit that at you.
yeah, man."
Yeah, people just like it. They like it, you know. So
I was crazy because you had, but that I mean, obviously that was one of the biggest records. But then you had the Evidence to go into, and then you could just like
it was
linger
a
around.
it was a
there.
rhythm. It was
Yeah.
actually like a rhythm. You
Yeah.
could play like a few songs that
Yeah.
had the track over it. Yeah, definitely.
The same thing was for Hands Up too, because you had the reggae version of that.
There was
With the-
what's
Put
her
Your Eyes-
name?
What Your Eyes Can See?
Foxy. No, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
When Santa dun 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 dun. That's someone to me. Goggle. It was Goggle.
Goggle.
By
Tanya
Oh,
Stevens.
yeah.
Tanya
Tanya
Stevens.
Stevens.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, on the Oh, you mean on the white and red bootleg?
Yeah.
Oh,
She's
yeah,
like
yeah.
pounding to the
And then Sprague
You know why?
had
Because
one
his
too.
brain.
Why were you
is
looking?
good
Why were you
with
looking
records.
so confused?
Because all I'm hearing is blah 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 blah. Either one of
I
you
don't know
is
the words.
speaking in tongues, or I didn't know.
I totally understood what he was saying.
You speak Sizzahandz patois.
So then,
Do I have my own language? I know
so
I
you
spit a
don't,
lot.
so you don't know how like if your Be Faithful's got to be over Diamond or something. It's got to be something.
The problem is that some really bad business went down with Be Faithful later on. So we lost track of what's like. I can't even tell you how many labels it's on. I know Def Jam owns the rights to it now. They bought it from they didn't buy it, but they took it. Like, see, the way the deal went, Def Jam came at Aviate for a deal for Be Faithful and an album deal for us to do. And, well, for Scoop. They came with an album deal for Scoop. And the paperwork didn't go right. Let's just put it that way. It didn't go right. And that's when we split from Scoop. And that's when we stopped understanding what was going on with the record. So we got the internet and we got as much as we can. And I have my ASCAP check showing me that it's being played everywhere. So, I mean, but I can't track it anymore. I don't have any, some real dirty shit went down. So me and Riz got left holding our dicks. But that's because we weren't, when you're young like that, man, and shit like that is happening to you,
Yeah.
it's really fucking amazing. You just like it's like out of left field. You're like, oh my God, we thought we were doing good with the party breaks. Then that record came and it was like all the greed and everybody just starts coming out. You start seeing motherfuckers' true colors.
So then
underneath.
after that, you stopped with Fatman Scoop. You guys split ways?
No, we actually made one more song with Fatman Scoop that was on Funkmaster Flex's album.
But
the Payday was really good, so
Okay.
we couldn't say no. But we were going through the motions and issues with Fatman Scoop at the time.
It was awkward.
Well, the problem is that the deal was for Scoop. Scoop was telling Riz and myself not to use a lawyer, and the owner of Aviate was getting funny with us. He wouldn't pay us anymore unless he paid Scoop first. This shit went so sour, dude. I can't even, like, this story is, it is a bad, like, y'all will be like, this is this industry for you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It didn't go right for
It's
me.
just
It didn't go right for me.
unfortunate. It's just unfortunate because it would. I feel like it could still be going on.
Of course it could, but it
Yeah.
never will. I will never work that man. I don't care. I'm not interested in working with him. I got a million voices. I just told you, John gave us chance.
Yeah.
We got freaking DJ Cool still and he just killed it with Khaled on stage. So people want to hear it. The club misses a little bit more energy like that. Misses it. It's got a lot of down tempo bottle popping shit, which is cool. And I fuck with all music. I like everything, but.
And
We need some horror. Needs to come back, and I'm here to try to do it. So.
But it's also so hard to like resample some of the new music now, and there's no acapellas. You can't really.
I have
use
every
any of it.
acapella. I have every acapella ever made.
do?
Ever made.
Even now for the new music.
New, old, you name it.
it's scary.
I don't.
It's-
Ed will tell you.
How
what
the
it-
fuck do you get that?
I'm magical, bro.
Yeah.
I could do these things.
Ta-da.
You haven't heard my mashups. You haven't heard my mashups lately, have you? I gotta hook you up with some.
Hey, Sis, where in the whole Scoop thing did the Beat Nuts record, Let's Get Dough? You guys produced that, and Scoop was on that in the beginning,
No.
right? Or what was the deal?
We were part of putting his samples on it. See, the way Scoop felt was that he didn't want to spit. We got him used to spitting 4 times something and us putting it on a record. So he was very mic shy. Like he was afraid that he wasn't going to get it right in a studio. So when Timbaland called, he had to bring us. So we were there making the Timbaland record with him. Then when Beat Nuts, it was just like a
You were like his auto tune.
yes. You know
Wow,
what?
yeah.
In a nutshell, we were his
vocal
We were
coaches.
his support
Yeah.
vehicle. We were his support vehicle.
He needed you guys.
Yeah, and you know something? We had no problem being with him. We had no problem being with him. I loved him like a brother.
But there's a lot
Loved
of
him like a
there's a
brother.
lot of vocalists like singers like Rihanna. She has her own engineer who engineers her vocals on any production.
There it goes.
Yeah.
So, people get used to their sound.
Yeah.
Even John is picky about his sound too. If I mix his vocal and don't come out right, he'll start yelling at me. So
Sure.
I'll be like, yo, let me double it up some more. He likes that heavy double.
Nowadays,
so.
and those engineers and those guys that engineer like all of these vocalists or any of the music or the auto-tune dudes that do the engineering for auto-tune, like Travis Scott's auto-tune guy, Kanye West's auto-tune guy, those guys go on the road on tour with him because there's no one else that can make it sound like that or knows what
I think
he's
it's
going to do.
mainly
and
Mike
sound
Dean.
Just
for
the
that.
echoes
Yeah.
and shit. For
crazy.
Travis
That's
especially.
crazy.
Travis got a very unique mix down.
But
And
even-
his,
Yeah.
his
like
address.
traveling with your
Mike Dean-
stylist.
Mike Dean's
Yeah,
the one that's
but
always
then,
with them.
But then we were also, I was even told about Rihanna and a couple other singers. They only use their engineers because they can tune it just right.
Instantaneously.
Yeah, because they sound like shit, like with any other engineer. But you guys were kind of like that.
It was not even that we were engineering.
No,
We
but
were-
you
we
guys were like,
I felt like it was more
he
than
needed
that.
us on that type
like
of
a
level. It
moral
was a little more
support.
than
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Like
It
he
was
felt
more than
comfortable
that.
with y'all. Like he felt safe to do whatever
He did.
Yeah.
That's why I can't understand why it went the way it went, man. Can't understand it. It's like EPMD. I could never understand that either. They just split up and like
That shit got weird though, right?
Yeah.
it just.
It was
weird.
like they just dropped that hot album, but then out of nowhere.
No, but
You
like,
know why? You can tell that it was a money argument. Money just fucks people's
same
lives
thing with
up,
Brand
man.
Nubian though, right?
I mean, yeah, well, you know
Nah, that
what it
was-
is. Pooba just had the voice, and Sadat had a different sound. When they broke like off, you heard the difference. Like
Right.
Pooba made
Yeah.
commercial music, and Sadat kind of made commercial music too. I don't know, man. It's tough to really tell why they broke up. It
But
really
the
is.
EPMD shit was crazy. Like Eric Sermon was like breaking into Paris's crib. Remember?
Yeah. Something like that, yeah.
That's some
I didn't hear
crazy
that.
shit.
Is that
You didn't
true
hear
though?
that?
Is that true?
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, they were like trying to.
It was on like an unplugged. It was on some TV show, a documentary.
No.
about
They
them.
even said that like in a Source magazine, an interview, like that his place got broken into, and they were trying to find some shit, and they were like contracts or what, I don't know what the fuck they were trying.
Wow. It was a
You know what
money
I mean?
thing. The
Yeah.
same. It was pretty much similar with us and Scoop, man. He was like, "Nah, y'all don't need a lawyer. Don't worry, you use my lawyer." He told us, I will never. Here, let me just ask y'all all a question. Every DJ in the room, okay, and people that ain't DJs, name a single motherfucking time you saw me, Scoop, and Riz on stage.
Never.
Never.
No.
But did Scoop travel the world doing that song?
Of course.
Does he still travel the world doing that song?
Yeah.
Do you think something is wrong with that? Yes or
100%,
no?
yes.
Yeah.
Now that you understand the depth of how much involvement we have making this music and the depth of where we brought him career-wise, right? I mean,
Yeah.
shouldn't we have been there?
Of course.
Yeah.
The reason why we're not there, he will tell you, is because of me. Because I got mad that our lawyer told us, you can't sign the contract. And I wouldn't sign the contract. If a lawyer tells me not to sign a contract and he's my lawyer, I'm not signing the contract. The lawyer circled a bunch of shit on the contract. He was like, look, you're not going to have anything. You won't have any ownership of this record. They're raping you. They're doing this and that. Look, he pointed it all out. Riz saw it. I saw it. We seen it. You know what I'm saying? It was there. And it was like, damn, why, bro? And then Scoop, I don't know what's in the contract. So how could you tell us not to have a lawyer? Because my lawyer will handle it for all of us. But we're separate entities, bro. He went around and he was Fatman Scoop, Crooklyn Clan without us. So, I mean,
Fuck.
you know, yeah. I mean, Joe, it was millions of dollars.
Well,
Now
what-
we got fucked out of millions of dollars.
Well,
because of that.
Sizz, I don't know if you but remember, didn't he create his own kind of?
Well, he had guys that he rolled with,
Which he
yes.
called.
So, yeah, he would say Fatman Scoop, Crooklyn Clan, and it was
No,
like,
I'm Crooklyn though.
man,
Were you on tour too?
No, but didn't they do Brooklyn Clan?
No, they didn't do Brooklyn Clan. What happened was Apple Music, somebody changed the lyrics from Crooklyn Clan. Like, if you look up my record right now on Spotify, look up Be Faithful, you won't see the name Crooklyn Clan no more.
You'll say what?
Fatman Scoop.
Oh.
Right. See, now if you get the first pressing of the Be Faithful
So
vinyl.
you don't get paid for none of those.
No, I
streams?
get paid.
Okay.
But they fucked us on the exposure because they don't want people calling us for shows. They want
Right.
people
They
calling.
want Fat Man.
Show money's where it all comes from. Who
Right,
the
right,
fuck
right.
wants stream money? Fuck a stream money. Diplo don't make a lot of stream money. You don't make a lot of money on
Yeah,
streams.
yeah.
But you make money on shows. And the reason why it's like that, and it is a speculation, but I'm going to say that it's pretty on point in my opinion. My speculation is because of people calling for shows and saying, who is Crooklyn Clan?
Right.
What is Crooklyn Clan? When you look at the first vinyl pressing of Be Faithful, it is Crooklyn Clan featuring Fatman Scoop.
Yeah.
That way it always was, the way it always should be.
Right.
The way it should have been, because it was our sound. It was our sound. You listen to the Franklins. You listen to the records that came before Be
It
Faithful.
was your platform too.
Doesn't
you know
it
what I mean? Yeah.
sound? Doesn't it sound like doesn't Be Faithful sound like us?
Yeah.
When you listen to our records, I'm asking DJ.
100%.
Right?
Yep.
Right? Okay. So I got all y'all in the room agreeing with me. And go type my fucking record on Spotify. You don't see Mia Riz's name.
It
nowhere.
doesn't come up. I'm looking it up.
Yeah, it says Be Faithful, Fatman Scoop.
And there's also like a Fat Man Scoop playlist or the greatest hits with and it'll have people like Pitbull and this. There's
Yeah.
no mention of Crooklyn Clan.
Yo,
Very
they-
foul. It's pretty foul.
Yo, they fucked us hard. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What they don't understand is that they are lucky that I'm a fucking genius and I made a website that made me millions of dollars anyway. Because if I didn't, homie would be in a hole. All right, and I'm going to say it on the radio. Come see me if you don't like it. That's just the way it is. He would be in a hole and I would be dead or in jail if that website didn't work because he fucked us. He told me, Riz, I promise y'all, I'll never go without you. I promise. I promise. I promise. And he gone ahead and went without us. You see how it went. Go on Apple Music. They changed the lyrics from Fatman Scoop Crooklyn Clan to Fatman Scoop Brooklyn Clan.
Oh, that's right. That's what it was. Oh my
That's
god.
where that one came from.
And there's nothing you could do about it. Like you can.
I mean,
sue
I'm
or-
making phone calls. I'm yelling at fucking Spotify. These motherfuckers, they disco dance with you all day. They don't come back and do shit. The only thing I was able to do me you can't because we can't play it right now. But Shazam. So Shazam, and this was how I caught on to the whole shit of what they were doing to us. On Shazam, I put Be Faithful one time just to see what would happen.
I probably
And
have to.
it had us all, okay? Then I put it again another time, and it didn't have us all.
Wow.
It just had him. So I'm like, they had it right, and now they have it wrong? Nah. Somebody made a phone call
Right.
and switched shit up on us. Someone made a phone call, switched shit up on us. There's no question about it. There's no lying about it. There's two of them, right?
Yeah.
There's three of them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but when you play the song into the phone, ours will come up now.
Right, okay, good.
Because I got nuts with Shazam. I was like, yo, y'all motherfuckers, make sure you put our names on there or you'll be getting a lawsuit. I just yelled at them and they switched it back right away.
Well, the whole thing is just like if you want to go through the long litigation with lawyers and just go through it, and it's probably a super miserable experience.
You know why, bro? I'm comfortable. I
Yeah.
don't really give a fuck anymore. It is what it is. Dude did what he did. He has to know in his heart. He has to know in his heart that what happened and how that shit went down isn't the way it was supposed to be. He has to know.
Have you seen him recently or bumped into him?
I DJ'd a gig in Long Island 4 years after the beef when we stopped talking to one another.
Yeah.
And he just so happened to be performing at that show. And I just so happened to have, 120 goons in the audience with me the night he was performing. He left without his money. He bounced.
He knew what time it was.
I wasn't gonna hurt him. I would never. I'm not that guy.
I wasn't gonna. I just
I'm
want to have
not-
a conversation.
No, I just wanted him under pressure. I just wanted him to feel pressure when he was in the club. That's it. I just wanted angry looking Italian dudes looking at him. That's it. So that he understood.
Shit.
I never got more shout outs in my life than that night. But whatever.
amazing.
It is what it is. I'm not that guy. I'm not a gangster. I'm a businessman. I'm a music producer. I'm a dope DJ. I could kill any dance floor. I just don't appreciate when somebody sticks it in like that. That's so wrong. That was our sound. It was we invented it.
Well, Rap Genius still has the Crooklyn Clan, and they have you and Riz as producers.
Some places do.
Yeah, Rap
Some
Genius
some
does.
places do. But you know what? The main spots, man. Check Tidal while you're over there. You're doing good work over there, man. Because I never even checked Tidal because I didn't think Tidal mattered.
But the thing is, everybody knows you guys. Everybody knows Crooklyn
No,
Clan.
he
not
says the
everybody.
same shit.
Not everybody.
You're wrong, man.
We're DJs, so we
Listen,
know.
DJs don't even know. DJs your age knows. Understand these young bucks that are coming up.
So they don't know it's Crooklyn
Some
Clan.
of them
They just
don't.
think it's Fatman Scoop.
Some of them don't. Yeah, all of them. You ask young bucks that are DJing. Some of these cats are open for you if you even talk to them. I don't know how y'all get down with them, but try to talk to one of these young bucks and say, who made this record? They're going to say Fatman Scoop. But guys from your era will say Crooklyn Clan.
Right.
Yeah.
Because y'all know that it was us that made the record.
Yeah.
You know the truth. You knew before I walked in this room that it was our sound. You knew it was our sound. You had the records preceding it. And you have the records after that we made. It was our sound. Somebody took our sound and ran with the ball, Neb. That's what
All
happened.
right, perfect example. Jamie, did you know it was Crooklyn Clan or?
No, I knew Darren put me up on it.
So before that, you didn't know it was
Yeah,
on-
I've been knowing since I heard it like in
it's
middle
same
school
touch.
dance. Like,
Did you know it was Crooklyn Clan?
yeah, I know it's Crooklyn Clan.
Okay, so some people do, but now you have to think about these young kids. They're 18, 19, 20, hearing this song and liking it. And now they're going to Spotify and they're looking for it and they're not finding our names on it.
Apple Music has it as Fatman Scoop.
Yeah, Apple Music and Spotify have it as Fatman Scoop.
Tidal has it as Fatman.
All right, let's go again.
Tidal does
It
too.
Takes Cool. We did It Takes Cool also.
Oh, that
Yeah.
was huge. Yeah,
That was
big.
It Takes Scoop. We didn't even do that. That's tremendous. That's another platinum record.
Yeah, I forgot about that. It
So
was huge.
if you look at It Takes Scoop, which they changed the name of it to It Takes Scoop. We made that record with Cool. It had nothing to do with Scoop. We made that record with
I
Cool.
didn't know they changed the
Wait,
the
they
name
changed.
to
I
it.
didn't know that either.
Scoop heard the record and was like, "There's no way he's getting that record. I have to have that record." So we said, "We're not doing that to Cool," and then he went and made it with Cool instead, and then changed the whole name of it to It Takes Scoop. All right, listen to me.
Wait, what?
I can't be more serious with you. Money fucks shit up, makes people act out of line, straight up, makes them act like their morality just disappears right the fuck out of their body. Okay, you lose your morality, your sense of what is right and wrong for money. Scoop and me, though it may not seem, we are very similar individuals. My head is in business 24 hours a day. I am a businessman and a creative.
Yeah.
Scoop is one of the, and you would never believe it, but he is one of the smartest people I know. He is fucking brilliant because he's smart. He understands the business very well and how to manipulate. He's an excellent manipulator. Okay? The better you can manipulate, the further you're going to go in this world. Manipulating is making another person believe what you believe or what you want them to. And he has that ability, and he does it well. Okay? And he uses it, and he knew from jump. I'm not going to, Riz will disagree with me on this. When y'all get Riz up here, there will be some holes where he's going to say, I know Sizz feels this way, and I feel this way. All right, because he's not 100% about the lawyer that we had, but it was his lawyer. He brought the lawyer.
Right.
The lawyer was Mekhi Phifer's lawyer. So he wasn't doing music business necessarily as much as he was doing
Hollywood, yeah.
Hollywood, but make no mistake, what was written in this contract was unmistakably horseradish, straight up. I can't even think of another word for it. It was terrible. It was just, here you go, Crooklyn Clan, whoosh, to the side. Here's this money, go away. Now, this is a Fatman Scoop show. That's what the contract made for the situation. And that's what the lawyer said. No. The lawyer was a personal friend of Riz's. And, you know, he didn't like it, man. He didn't like it. He looked at it. He wasn't even professional about the way he said no. He didn't say, well, guys, I think we need to change this. He was like, no fucking way, you're not signing this. It's terrible. That's what he
So
said.
the question is, it comes down to, you said that, you know, you keep creating, you got your website, which I want to go back to, and I want to talk about your website, you know what I mean? But as far as Fatman Scoop, he hasn't continued. I mean, I'm sure he's done the same shtick that he's done where he's on, you know, acapellas and he's singing over beats and stuff, but it's not where he's continually creating and breaking new ground and doing other stuff. Do you know
Neither
what I
are
mean?
we, though.
Huh?
Neither are we.
you say that?
I mean, are we? You know, we have Crooklyn Clan, and I'm putting guys on. So I went from the guy doing it to the guy putting guys on.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm listening to these new sounds, and I dibble dabble. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Me, it's a matter of what is most important to me is business now at 45 years old.
Right.
Keeping things intact. I feel like DJing once a month at most. Do I get like an urge to go in a room and play music? Because it's not that important to me anymore. That's why I didn't come out here and press it. I could have done gigs for him. You know, I could play for Blueprint if I want. You know, I'm just not. It's not what I want to do right now. It's not my main focus. You know what I mean? I'm focusing on business and internet, and you should really just make it a little cooler in here. Your man, it looks like Ewan on the foul line right now.
Looks like Ewing on the foul.
Yo, you sweating good right now, right?
It's pretty fucking.
I'm shiny,
man.
I'm shiny, baby.
I'm just shining.
Holy shit!
You shining, baby.
I'm just
You
shining.
shining.
You got 7 dicks in one room. I mean, it's gonna be hot. Pause. You know what I mean?
He got to keep pausing too. He's stuck in the pause, like stuck in that pause,
Yo,
baby.
shit. This is like a fucking. This is worse than a locker room, man.
Yeah, it's hot in here. It's hot as fucking here.
Jamie is probably all the heat is coming from Jamie's ass, probably.
I'm cool. I'm chilling. I was just like, I was just like, she keep doing this.
Fucking Eddie's arm is getting a tan and shit.
I got norms.
You're mean, man. Don't be so mean.
I mean, it's all love. It's all love.
Yeah,
man.
sure.